Hey, Foster.
Hey, Alexia, how are you?
I'm fine. I just want to say one thing before we start the episode today.
Yes, please.
Guys, I love you so much. I'm so sorry for yesterday's episode. I'm getting a lot of messages on Instagram and our Facebook group as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry, but we couldn't let this fly away.
We could not let it fly away. The opportunity of doing an April Fool's joke prank is like a bird. We could not let it fly away.
Yes, and it's like I woke up, we did our episode, we recorded our episode, and then I started to talk to my dad, and then I did a prank with him. I let him know, okay, today is April Fool's Day, so be careful. And then he was listening to the yesterday's episode, and he was so sad about the news, and I was like, bye. April Fool's Day again.
Nossa Senhora, seu pai.
Oi, pai.
Oi, pai. Alexia, today we are going to continue talking about business, but before we do that, I want to say that I have been talking to some of our students in Sound School, asking just for feedback and recommendations, and we heard more than one person say, I love Inglês Nu E Cru Rádio, but I really don't pay attention to business stuff, like I'm in academics, or I just don't, think it's that interesting. So I want to say, even to those people, Bruno.
Bruno. Olá, Bruno.
I promise we will keep the business episodes just as fun as any other episode. I think that is one of the beautiful things we do at Inglês Nu E Cru is we have fun no matter what the subject is.
Yes, and today we are talking about a thing that I love, that if I could choose anything to really study nowadays and take a master's on that.
Yeah, I would say to do a master's in that, perhaps.
To do a master's in that would be branding.
Yes.
I love it. I think that it's very interesting, and it tells a lot about our modern world as well.
Yes. So, Alexia, I have good news for you. You have better than a master's in branding. You have the opportunity to create a brand all by yourself for
Take
Inglês Nu E Cru.
that. Colleges of the world, take that.
Yeah, you don't have to pay $100,000 for an MBA.
No, I gotta teach the other people. I am the teacher here.
Yeah, I already paid for the MBA, and it did not help me learn too much about branding.
But MBA is totally different.
Totally different, but staying on track with the subject, we are going to talk about my MBA today because we are going to talk about one of the few books that I found very interesting that I read during business school, and it is called What Great Brands Do by a nice lady named Denise Lee Yan. I believe that's how you say it. So more or less, she just gives 8 principles of things that all really great, iconic brands like Nike, Walmart, any big successful company in the world, they all tend to do these things. Okay?
The North Face, which I am the biggest fan nowadays.
The North Face.
Yeah,
Alexia
the North Face.
recently acquired a new jacket and is very happy.
Yes. So, can I read the first one?
Yes, can I say one more thing?
Yes, please.
So today I think we will just have time to read the first 3 or 4, but I want to make it interactive so we can read one of the rules. We always try to be really transparent here at Inglês Nu E Cru. So part of this process is simply Alexia and I talking about branding on air, live in public, to try to help build our brand because we never know what we are doing and we need your help. So we're doing this stuff live.
And we never know until we try it. So Let's do this.
Let's do it. Point number 1, Alexia, you can read it.
A brand is the personality... Nossa, foi horrível.
Meu Deus.
Oh my God. A brand is the personality... What's happening?
I don't know. You just woke up.
Yeah, that's true.
A brand is the personality.
Yeah, a brand is the personality
Mm-hmm.
of a business. So let's go again. A brand is the personality of a business, and it should guide a company's every action.
Okay. So just for clarification, because Alexia is having some technical difficulties, let me read. A brand is the personality of a business, and it should guide a company's every action. What do you think about that? What are your first impressions?
Yeah, like when we created Inglês Nu E Cru, we had to think about it.
Yeah, we didn't really think about that.
I did. Of course we did. Foster, how we couldn't have thought about it?
How couldn't we have thought about that?
How could not have thought about it?
Remember, question word, verb, always.
How couldn't we
have thought about that?
Yeah, I said it right. I think, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, so we thought about it.
Yeah, I'm just saying we did not formally sit down and say, okay, team meeting. A brand is a personality of the business, and everything that we do must be perfectly aligned with the brand. We said, no, I teach English. I want to do podcasts. Let's do this thing.
Yes, but for example, when our first sponsorship came to us, asking to be partners and things like that, we only said yes because it's part of our personality. We wouldn't have said yes if it was something that we didn't believe at all.
Okay.
So I think that we did that pretty well with all the products that we have and how to sell our online English course and things like that.
Yeah. Honestly, this first point for me is quite vague because we're just beginning the book. So when you say the personality of a business and it should guide all of your actions.
It's us. Think about it.
Yeah, but when I'm thinking about bigger companies, like are you talking about like values? Are you talking about rules? It's a little bit ambiguous for me.
Yes, big companies are always very, very hard to understand because they grow very fast and they kind of get lost in the middle of the way as well sometimes. But, I mean, their essence is there. So.
Okay. I think that is a highly debatable subject, but that is for another time. So point number 2, Alexia, would you like me to read it or you to read it?
I will.
Go for it.
Great brands build an emotional connection with the customer.
Okay. Can I give you 2 corrections? Alexia is literally giving thumbs up like, I did it. And then she recognizes, oh, I'm going to give corrections.
No. I was giving thumbs up because I do agree with that a lot. And it's what I do every single day as well with our students and everyone who listens to us.
Okay.
It wasn't about my English. I mean.
Okay, anyway. Great brands build. Can you say that word for me?
Build.
Yes, build. You want to exaggerate that final L sound? Build.
Great brands build.
Yeah, so you do not want to make a circle with your mouth. The first time I heard you say build, and that sounds very Portuguese, like meu tio. But you want to say build.
Great brands build.
Excellent. And emotional connection with the customer.
I said that right, customer.
Okay, again, you did not say it right. This is o som do schwa. Really relax and say
customer.
Customer. Okay, you're almost saying customer. You're a little too open.
Customer.
So just try to relax and say customer.
Customer.
Nice. Much better. Okay, so apparently, Alexia, you are very excited about this one. Tell me why.
Customer service.
Customer service.
Customer service.
What does... Okay, please explain.
Okay. Nowadays, it's all about interaction, right? It's all about brands interacting with you. So if I'm going to buy shoes, I'm going to go to an online store or I'm going to go to the store, physical store, and I'm going to buy it. Why? Because first, I like the brand. I like how they interact with me and what they sell for me. And this has a lot to do with the point number one. Because of the brand personality and the interaction that they have with me, I like the brand.
Okay, so I think you are bringing up two issues here, which are a little confusing to me. One is, so the second point is brands build an emotional connection. And then you are really talking about interaction and engagement, which I think could be two slightly different things. Like, for example, Walmart. They don't really engage with you apart from sending like commercials on their TV that you see all the time, right? But somehow they create an emotional bond with you. When you hear Walmart, you think about something.
Yeah, but let me try to explain this a little bit. Like Walmart, it's not my favorite brand. Okay, I go to Walmart because sometimes they have the best deals there, right? The brands that I love, they have an emotional connection with me.
Right.
So that's the difference. Like I can go to Walmart to buy stuff because I know that they have the best deals, but I don't have an emotional connection with Walmart.
Yes, that is the difference that I was trying to make, that I believe you still have an emotional connection, which is just, yes, if I need the best price, there's something deep down that I know about Walmart or Costco that they have the best prices. So they have created an emotion within you, but it may not be as direct as some of your more favorite brands.
Yeah, in this case, it's financial emotion.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay, let's do point number 3, and then we'll call it a day. So great brands don't follow trends, they create them.
Yeah, nowadays it's very mixed match.
What do you mean mixed matched?
Like a lot of brands, they copy each other. The way that they sell things, the way that they announce things, the way that they do the mailing list and things like that. But your products, they have to be unique. That's what makes a difference between brand A and brand B, right? So when we created Inglês Nu E Cru, we thought about it. Like, what's our differential?
Yeah.
Or it would only be one more podcast and one more English course.
English course.
Course is another thing.
Yes.
English course. So
English course.
I think
this is a true thing. I think it is a little bit of a cliche nowadays because we hear the words so much, like trendsetters, innovation, disruption,
influencers.
Right, influencers. Yes, so the idea of creating new trends, I believe that everything is some version of copying something in the past. Even the most innovative products and companies and ideas are built upon ideas before them. So I'm not sure how much I agree with this point.
I had a professor in college that would always ask us that, like, if it's would say that, not ask us, but if it is a good idea, everyone wants to copy. If it's not a good idea, no one cares about it. So this is the main problem about marketing and exploring and selling things, because you had to be a trendsetter to sell another differential, but at the same time everyone is doing almost the same thing every now and then, and every day. How can you do the differential without like copying or being much alike the other brands?
Okay. So just one thing to end. You're saying the word differential a lot, which we do say in English, but in this context, I would not say that. I would say, how do you make yourself different, or how do you differentiate yourself? But we really don't say differential.
Why?
Just as a noun?
É, diferencial. O seu diferencial é...
Yeah, normally we would say your competitive advantage or your core competency. It's just not a normal thing for us to say when we're talking about business.
Interesting.
Why? I do not know why. I don't make the rules. I simply enforce them and then break them.
Okay, so here's my thought about number 3. I just said it. Everything. I said everything.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we are done. We will see you guys tomorrow. The show is over. The microphones are still on. Turn off the mics, Alexia. Turn off the mics.
So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Beijo.